Kenya to East Africa is like the unbeatable ancient Rome. As we all know, Kenya remains a powerhouse when it comes to economic might compared to its peers in the Horn of Africa. In fact, it is an insult to Kenyans to call Uganda and Tanzania their peers. But today, we will specifically do something different. We will combine the defense might of both Uganda and Tanzania and draw a conclusion if Kenya can withstand their fury. To make it articulate, we will group our comparison into different categories. Before we start the comparison, do you think Kenya can destroy Uganda and Tanzania's defense forces? Let's know your answer in the comment section as you also click the subscription button below. Thank you for subscribing. Let's dive in. We shall start with the category of global position. Kenya is ranked number 84. Several slots above Uganda come at position 87, and Tanzania trails them at position 107. However, that should not inform your position of how close Kenya is to Uganda and Tanzania. It is no argument that Tanzania has the most population, and that translates to even more soldiers and reserved men in uniform. But as we all know, especially from the might exhibited by countries like Israel, numbers do not translate to military might. Kenya has 35,000 active military personnel, with another 57,000 fit personnel for the same role. Uganda has a total of 47,000 active military personnel, which is more than Kenya. Tanzania has 45,000 military personnel. So how does Kenya compare to this? Both Tanzania and Uganda have a total of 92,000 active military personnel. If numbers determine the military might, in this category, Kenya would be floored. But when it comes to the skilled elite military, that is commandos, pilots, engineers and technicians, and Marines, Kenya has double the number of both Tanzania and Uganda. This is also determined by the fact that Kenya has more technical and tactical weapons and launchers than both countries. In terms of the defense budget, Uganda and Tanzania start losing their grip on numbers. Kenya has over the years allocated billions of dollars to upgrade the gears of its force. Kenya has always been chasing the latest technology of weapons. If the Kenyan armory was to be opened, Ugandans and Tanzanians would coil back while peeing on themselves. Kenya is said to be one of the most stocked with the latest weapons in Africa and competitively in the world. This has been facilitated by the deep pockets it enjoys, and also the support from British forces and the United States of America. These two countries have over the years established Kenya as an overseas camp for their forces. Next is the weapons category. We shall subdivide this further into the following. Number 1. Air Force weapons. Kenya has a total of 170 airframes, while Uganda and Tanzania have a total of 101. Kenya jet fighters are procured from Russia, Israel, Turkey, and the United States. Kenya has a total of 27 jet fighters that carry laser-guided missiles, with a 0.05 error. That is a small margin of error. Some of these jet fighters were used to destroy al-Shabaab armories all over Somalia. These jets include F-16s, which are supersonic and deadly. Both Tanzania and Uganda have a total of 24 jet fighters, which are also an old school, with less than 7 Class II jets. In terms of helicopters, Kenya continues to top with over double. Kenya has recently acquired the United States gunship chopper, known as the A-1F Cobra Attacker. These choppers are equipped with precise maneuvering and accurate launchers. Kenya's Air Force would destabilize Uganda and Tanzania in a minute, as it is well equipped by far. And the best part is that Kenya's Air Force pilots are accredited by NATO. They start their training locally, especially in the Nanyuki base, but later further their studies in the United States and Israel. Kenyan pilots are said to compete well with others from developed countries. The Kenyan Air Force School is also armed with more than 40 trainer jets, while Uganda and Tanzania have just 25 trainers combined. Number 2. Navy weapons. In terms of the Navy, Kenya would only deal with Tanzania, because Uganda has no navy since it is a landlocked country. Kenya has over 6,000 active navy personnel. Even though it has no aircraft carrier, Kenya is equipped with 12 gunships, which are equipped with sonar systems and radar, which can detect objects over 100 kilometers away, and mini missile launchers for both attack and defense from both aerial and marine. Kenya Navy is also equipped with a fleet of Navy 15.7 boats that are equipped with rocket launchers, machine guns, and armor. These speed boats are fast and a terror to the enemy. Starting in the year 2022, Kenya has stretched its muscle into shipbuilding. In no time, Kenya will be producing warships to equip its navy. This tells you that neighboring countries should never think of infiltrating Kenyan waters. Kenya has also made a name for itself with its first-class trained captains. The Kenyan Navy is in the hands of these captains. There is no way Tanzania would beat them. Number 3. Army. The Kenyan Army received worldwide recognition the day it infiltrated the enemy lines, that is Al-Shabaab. In the 90s, USA Marines quit Somalia after a tough encounter with these deadly terror propagators of East Africa. After Amisom spent a decade with no success, Kenya brought the Al-Shabaab to a standstill. It went deeper even to Kismayo, which was almost impenetrable. The Al-Shabaab started surrendering in scores in fear of the might of the Kenyan army. Kenya enjoys massive knowledge from both United States Marines and British Marines, who have a camp in northern Kenya. They train together as they try to simulate a Middle East situation and environment. Kenya has more advanced guns, rocket launchers, armored vehicles, modern tankers, and a vast experience. Kenyan commandos are known to penetrate behind enemy lines with ease and swiftness. This could not be said when it comes to Uganda and Tanzania. Even though Uganda also deployed some machinery to Somalia, their effect could not come anywhere near the Kenyan army's reputation. Tanzania has not made any remarkable military achievements nationally, continentally, not globally. Kenya has had the most Amisom deployment, the recent one being Congo, Kinshasa. The arrival of the Kenyan Defense Forces brought stability to Congo. Finally, Kenya has attained favor from the United States, Britain, and Israel. Israel continues to be a friend of Kenya. During the bomb blast on the United States Embassy, Israel was the first foreign help to show up. Kenya has taken advantage of this by tapping into their profound experience and knowledge. When it comes to war fronts, it would be a mistake for Uganda to align with Tanzania to try and beat Kenya. Kenya has been able to make a significant gap from its neighbors in terms of infrastructure, military power, economy, development, and education.
We hope this was informative and entertaining for you. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos. This will go far in helping us make better videos. Until next time, keep twitting and achieving your dreams. Don't let anything put you down. Bye for now.